Hey everybody, welcome to Dave TV for the 9th of November 2014. Yeah, I'm wearing my camo pants today. As you can see, there's the boots. Doing some hiking around. Check out my hiking videos on my YouTube page. If you're watching this on YouTube, just go, it's DC, what is it? YouTube.com/DCRTV. I got a lot of hiking, doing a lot of, I'm the camo pants hiker, so. Anyway, how y'all doing, everybody? Just checking out some Netflix on the Roku, which is down there. I don't know, can you see it? And there's the Roku remote, and there's my TV. And I was watching Snowpiercer, and I also the other day watched this Gore Vidal video, the United States of Amnesia. Really good. He's a fascinating dude, and whatever. So the interesting news on the cord cutter side of things, even though this is a Dave TV, just heard that Verizon FIOS in the New York City area is going to start offering free Netflix for a whole year to the folks up there. You know, there's to new subscribers, not the old ones, the new ones. But anyhow, the interesting thing is there's a lot of talk now that Netflix is going to be doing deals with like cable companies so that you can get Netflix through your cable subscription. Maybe like a premium channel. You pay an extra $7 or $8 or whatever on your cable bill, and then you'll get the whole Netflix menu on one of your on-demand channels. Okay, so that's probably coming. You know, I don't know why. You know, if you're seeing HBO moving over to direct selling stuff on the internet, you know, directly to the internet without a cable TV subscription, I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing Netflix, which operates in that mode, moving over to the other side of things, doing the cable TV deal. So you know, it's wild and wacky. Anyway, so the big news this past week here in the Washington market, which actually broke late Friday, was that Gordon Peterson, Gordon Peterson, you know, is leaving Channel 7. Okay, he's retiring from Channel 7, but he's not. He stresses he's not retiring from the local news biz. Okay, Gordon has been at Channel 7 for about 10 years. And before that, he spent another 30-ish years, 35 years over there at Channel 9. Okay, he came to Washington. He's from New England. Came to Washington in the late 60s and started working at what was then WTOP Television. Channel 9 it was owned by the Washington Post back then. And they, you know, report. I think he started out as a reporter, and then they quickly bumped him up to anchor. And then for many years, he was one of the first interracial local anchor teams. Him and Max Robinson, and they were very successful. They were back when Max and Gordon were at Channel 9. It was easily the number one newscast in the market for throughout the early 70s into the mid 70s, whatever. Then Max went off to other things, and he went off to work for ABC for a while, and then died a very tragic death a number of years later. A very tragic life for Max Robinson, but you know, he was kind of one of those. He flashed, you know, really big for a number of years, and then it kind of just boom, you know, ended for him. But Gordon kind of kept a lower keel, um, a lower. You know, he wasn't quite as flashy, I guess, as Max, and kept going there at Channel 9 for many years under different ownerships. You know, the Washington Post eventually got rid of Channel 9. They traded it to the Detroit News for a TV station in Detroit. So basically, the Washington Post owned a TV station in Detroit, and the Detroit News owned a TV station in Washington. That's back when they thought the FCC was going to break up all these newspaper TV monopolies and markets, whatever. Anyway, or co-ownership things. So he worked there at Channel 9 under the WDVM call letters for a number of years, and then I forget exactly when Gannett came in. Gannett came in and bought the station, changed it over to WUSA. It was all kind of back then. What was it, 10 years ago? So that means probably 2004, something like that. Gordon then hightailed it over to Channel 7. Channel 7, by the way, was bringing in a lot of talent from other stations. So they got Maureen Bunyan. Also from Channel 9, they brought Doug Hill over. Also from Channel 9, they brought Bob Ryan. They brought a lot of people over from Channel 4. Blah, blah, blah. But mainly they brought a lot of the old people from Channel 9. So he's worked there, and, you know, it was an Albritton station, locally owned. Old Joe Albritton, Robert Albritton, the son. It was kind of operated as an old kind of small town station. You know, local ownership. The owner would come in and say hello to everybody. and there was a very nice family organization. Well, anyhow, Joe passes away. Robert takes over, wants to sell the stations. They sell the stations to Sinclair last year. Eventually, Sinclair finally got approval to take them over in August. Everyone's saying Gordon's going to be out. Gordon had just signed a year ago a one-year deal, you know. So when you sign a one-year deal, it means you're looking to go somewhere else. So anyway, Gordon announced on Friday that he's leaving Channel 7. The big rumor, though, is he's probably going to show up back somewhere else on the TV local news circuit somewhere, and my guess would be back at Channel 9. That would be a coup for them. They got a new news director, Bill Lord. He used to be the news director and the news czar there at Channel 7, so I wouldn't be at all surprised to see Gordon follow Bill Lord over to Channel 9. Okay? I don't think you're going to see Gordon going back to the nightly anchor grind. I really don't think that. I think he's going to be like the news anchor emeritus. He's going to do news analysis pieces, maybe some commentary pieces. He might even have a weekly show, something like that. He's going to have a presence on Channel 9, I would guess. But I is he going to be doing an actual anchor? Well, maybe they'll give him, maybe he'll do half an hour at 6 o'clock or something. I don't know. But I would think he would kind of go back there and kind of be semi-retirement, But I would not at all be surprised. In fact, I would wager money on that. So anyhow, I thought we'd take a look at some of the memories I have here in the massive DCR-TV archives of Gordon Peterson over the years. This is at Channel 9 with Warner Wolf. I was going to say the late Warner Wolf. No, I think Warner's still alive, isn't he? He went up to New York. I'm pretty sure he's still around. So there's Warner Wolf there, and that was back in the somewhere in the mid-'70s by judging that hideous jacket Warner's wearing. And there's Gordon Peterson. That was, I don't know, somebody took that of Gordon there at Channel 7. Kind of, he looks like he's about to fall asleep. He did the Inside Washington show for many years. There's Gordon and Max Robinson. Just going to get the glare out of there. Why am I getting glare? There they are. There's Max Robinson on the right, and Gordon there in the middle, and Warner Wolf there on the left. There's Gordon Peterson and Maureen Bunyan. That's a shot from Channel 7. There we go. There's Max and Gordon there. WTOP TV, Eyewitness News, 6 and 11. They were huge back in the early 70s. And some more Max and Gordon shots there for WTOP TV. And another one from WTOP TV. And there he is, Gordon there, looking quite a bit younger at Channel 9. And there he is with Maureen Bunyan there. That was also at Channel 9. This, I think, is getting closer to the Gannett days, WUSA days. This is probably from the early 90s, judging by the news graphics there and the color of the gradual graying of Gordon's hair. And there we got another shot there. There's Gordon Peterson on the left, Max Robinson middle. I don't know who that is. That's maybe Steve Gendell. I don't know. I remember he used to work there. There's Gordon Peterson back when, I don't know what that is. York Road, Baltimore. He's marching in sympathy of a strike up there on Channel 2 in Baltimore, I would imagine. That's interesting. And there he is, ready, kind of toward, that's ABC 7, Channel 7 there. And some more Gordon Peterson there. That looks like some of the Channel 9 days, probably back in the 80s. And there we got some more Gordon from 7. And another shot there with Max Robinson. And another shot, where are we going? We're going kind of, I'm hitting, there we go. There's a good one. I got some duplicates here in the, I don't see any pictures of, no, I don't see any pictures of, I don't have any pictures right off the bat here of, Gordon and Glenn Brenner. They were huge too. They were, when they joke around on the air and all that. Glenn Brenner was the big Channel 9 sportscaster back in the late 80s, early 90s. He died tragically in 1992, I believe, of a brain tumor. But huge stuff. I have some videos of that. One of these days we'll crack open the DCR-TV video archives and I'll pump those. Well, I'll get those out. Well, you know what? I probably, let's see now. Let's see, if I go to RTV Graphics. No, I go to RTV Video. If I go to RTV Video, I probably have them right up here. Channel 9, Marion Barry, JC and Friends, Glenn Brenner, Farewell. Here we go. Okay, let's crank this up a little bit, and I'll show you a few of these. zip through here. Just a quick couple shots
So
of.
we didn't hit the record today, even though it felt like
Glenn hit for me.
I got some. Yeah, I got some. This is the Glenn Brenner farewell.
We're ushering in
And
very
let me see if I can find where this is.
Of his life. He was simply the same person.
Oh well, let's go. Let's see if we can find. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Real quick. Won't take too long on this.
Good evening. I'm Maureen Bunyan.
I'm Gordon Peterson. We're sad people here tonight. We grieve the loss of Glenn Brenner. Our friend and colleague passed away at 7:58 this morning at George Washington University Medical Center. Glenn's wife Susie and his mother Edie Brenner were with him at the time of his death. Glenn fell ill on November 3rd, immediately after finishing his second Marine Corps marathon.
Yeah, I've shown those before, but I just thought I'd give you a quick link there. That means now, okay, so we have two longtime news deans here in the Washington market. We have Gordon Peterson and Jim Vance. And Jim Vance, who's also, there's a lot of rumors that he's going to be hanging up his hat there at Channel 4. And he came to Washington for Philadelphia back in the 60s. And he was also the same kind of a track. You know, he came down to Washington in the late 60s and became a superstar anchor. And he's still on the air over there. And he's been at Channel 4 the whole time. And he was also an interracial anchor team paired up with Glenn Rinker back then in the early 70s. So a lot of parallels between Jim and Gordon. It'll be interesting if this is Jim's last year at 4. And a lot of people are saying it could be. So it's changing of the guard here with the longtime DC TV anchor deans, at least to Gordon Peterson, at least leaving Channel 7. He looks like he's going to continue being on the air, so that'll be interesting. And we're going to probably see some changes with Jim Vance one of these days, too, over there at Channel 4. So that's interesting. All right, folks. That's my Dave TV for this 9th of November, 2014. Don't forget to help support the site. November is a very slow month for donations, and your help would be most appreciated. Just check out the little news blurb I put up on DCR TV. Make a donation, please. Keep DCR TV coming. It's because of you. We've been here 17 years. Okay, I wouldn't have been doing this website for 17 friggin' years if I wasn't getting some decent donations from you guys. So keep it coming. All right. Thanks a lot. Have a good one. Book 'em, Dano.